All right, everybody. Round two. Sorry, we had some technical issues, but we are now ready to send it on over to Tempest for SegaSonic the Hedgehog. Let's get hype.
I'm here to witness something. I just started last minute. That should be interesting.
That's all right. And the more the merrier. So, good luck and have fun.
Alright, we're here, we're back. It's Sega Sonic.
It's SegaSonic time. Hello, friends and fellow gamers. I'm TempestMask1000, and for those that don't know me, I'm a bit more proficient as a Mega Man-esque runner. I'm usually known for doing those sort of games, or potentially platformers. Platformers not unlike Sonic per se, but at the same time, I don't know, just the more run and gun type of stuff. But when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, this is the game that I'm best adjusted to per se. Some of you may know me recently for having taken part, though, in the Amy's Story tournament for SADX that happened ever so wonderfully on this very Twitch channel, and joining me is a good pal of mine from that, the wonderful Purple Ori. How you doing, gamer?
Yeah, I'm doing well. It should be interesting. I hope everyone's having a good time with the event that is going on. I've been watching from the side. It's always a good time, and yeah, we get to see a Sonic game that a lot of runners probably don't know about. Should be fun.
Well, time begins right now. So let's begin, and without further ado, here we go. So, a few things you need to know about this game right away. This is a bit of a survival game, right? This is a bit of a survival game in which it's kind of like a coin-op per se, you know? And how exactly that plays out is the Sonic characters here, which are Sonic, Mighty, and Ray. Oh, come on, Ray. Speaking of. Come on, buddy.
Not captured. Oh no.
Nope, it's not tech issues. I'll explain that in a moment. This is actually kind of part of the game, I promise. Like, this is imperfect emulation of controls. This is kind of expected. All right, there we go. There we go. So that's just the first obstacle of many. The idea is that you are unlimited health. So your objective is to try and beat the game without dying too many times. And if you can pull that off, then you've basically beaten the game. And there are a total of 7 stages, right? So how that's all going to pull off is I have to try to go from point A to point B. And if I die, I'll just pop in another virtual credit to try and keep the game going again and again and again and all that stuff. So what I tried
my head
to...
is spinning.
What was that?
Oh, the speaking was spinning. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. No, I was about to say, though, what I was attempting to do there was like a little bit of a jump buffering. And how that would have worked is if I had timed that just right from the moment that I started getting knocked off to that initial platform, then the flaming boulder that was chasing me would have not spawned at all. And it's a little bit of a time save. It's not always the most consistent. It's not the easiest to pull off. You gotta put a little bit of practice into it, but otherwise, it's just one of the things that can potentially make the game go just a bit faster, you know?
Ray looks terrified.
Ray is very terrified, so this is probably one of those Sonic games where Dr. Eggman is probably at his most serious.
No way, I can't believe this.
Yeah. I do want to make a quick mention, by the way, folks, that what exactly was happening a moment ago was, for some reason, MAME is seemingly messing with my settings, which I swear was absolutely not happening earlier today when I was giving this a bit of a practice. So, because we are a little bit behind, we're just going to run with the scuff. We're going to accept the scuff, we're going to go with the flow here. It will cause the audio to potentially slow down and cause maybe a little bit of lag with the game, but, you know, we're just running with it. We're going to roll with the flow, roll with the punches, you know what I mean? But I do want to make a quick mention that if you are seeing this game sound a little bit differently or move a little bit differently than it should, not intentional, just MAME being MAME, as I like to call it sometimes. I hate to say it, but it seems that me and technical difficulties are a bit of a bit of a constant when it comes to trying to do anything on this channel, and it's nobody's fault but mine, I would say, because, you know, I own up to this thing. It's not my fault on purpose, per se. Obviously no one tries to sabotage her. Oh my god, that was interesting. Yeah, boy, we're flying like the squirrel that we are.
Yo!
You'll love to see that. That was a very funny jump. Like, the only way I can explain that was just collision trying to detect where I was. So, as you are seeing with the overall gameplay, this is an isometric platformer, where you're using 2D art, 2D sprites, but you're also playing in a generally diagonal series of levels. And there's usually something that's trying to kill you constantly behind.
Seems like Eggman really enjoys the spikes, but it's kind enough to give rings. Thanks, Eggman.
The funny thing about rings, Ori, is that I want to try and avoid those. They are nice because they actually recover a little bit of my health bar, but if I collect a little too many of those, it'll activate a little score bonus, which will waste a bit of extra time.
Oh no, the game is punishing us for being good at the video game? Oh no.
Shock of all shocks, right? Well, let's just keep on moving then. So, got Desert Dodge right here. Oop, that was a bit unfortunate. Oh no. Yeah, this is always the worst part of this level. You gotta keep, like, escaping these growing sand pits. It's like the whole place is eroding on us, and we gotta be very mindful of that. One thing I can do to try and avoid falling victim to the quicksand pits. Quicksit, what kind of a word is that? English is hard today.
I'm far away.
But yeah.
Spin!
Basically, don't fall into the center of the pit, otherwise an antlion will get a bite out of your butt, and that's never fun.
So he's chasing you. They come get you.
They gonna get you. But yeah.
Wait, those little slime balls remind me of Sonic 2 and a chemical plant.
Yeah, I see your point there. It's not I wouldn't necessarily call it chemical plant, but it certainly has a sort of a vibe where generally this entire island is Eggman's whole base of operations, and I wouldn't put it past him if he went out of his way to manufacture everything that's trying to make us very much dead.
I mean, he flies around. I think it's just for his amusement.
But yeah, right now we've cleared level 3, only 4 levels to go. And Ori, what are you noticing about the level names? We have Volcanic Vault, Desert Dodge, there's Trap Tower right there. Icy Isle was level 2.
They're evil? I don't know.
I guess that's one way to put it. But yeah, no, we got alliterations all the way going on and all that good jazz, and I love me some alliterations. It's a nice little series of wordplay. Oh, game, please continue. Thank you. That doesn't usually happen.
Go.
So you're going to see me slow down a little bit. This is perfectly intentional because it keeps the pace going without killing the momentum too much as compared to what it's like to run into those spike traps that try to press down on you. But generally, we're just going to sort of just run under those as intended. But like...
Not the spikes.
Not the spikes. Those hurt.
Honestly, Eggman's kind of upgraded his battle plan.
He really has. But now you're going to see me stick all the way to the right of the ladder, and the reason for this is because if I keep holding up from the moment that the camera keeps moving, then the bombs placed under the ladder will not hit me at all.
This is what the devs tried to do the whole time. They tried to be sneaky with it. It was intentional.
This game is also very supportive of multiplayer. You can have up to 2 players at a time, but here's the catch about the movement behind this game. Normally, it's played on an arcade cabinet with a trackball for your controls. So, when trying to emulate this on MAME, your cardinal directions are going to work as intended. But when it comes to moving diagonally, unless it's within some flat ground, if I'm not mistaken, then what happens is... Oh, come on, Ray, get off there, thank you.
Run.
Yeah, there we go. That's a nice little time save there with where I hold right to the end of the ramp, and then I'm going to intentionally... Oh, no! Well, at least that happened, so... Whoa!
Oh, uh-oh.
Unfortunate.
The boulders. Oh. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more like it. But, yeah, as I was about to say, if I'm holding right by the end of that ramp, then... As long as I keep... I forgot not to stay within the right or the left there. Whoops. Oh. And that was a close one right there, because that was a fake background, a la Wile E. Coyote style. So if I got my character running into that thing, then he's gonna have to pull his head out. Okay, so now we got a boss.
A boss? Whoa.
Yeah, this game does not have a whole lot. In fact, this is actually the only one in the game. It's actually pretty tough, because if you do manage to get yourself caught within both the electricity and the fire, you can take a lot of damage, and your iframes will not account. Ooh, that was actually a really nice little thing at the end there, where Ray got stuck for just a moment there. There is an entire quick kill based around that phenomena, where if you get it just right, if you get it set up just right, then you can indeed get like a series of consistent hits. You have your character jump and they will not touch the ground until the boss is dead. It's a really cool thing. Of course, it takes a bit more practice than what I have with the trick itself. But that's the nice thing about SegaSonic the Hedgehog. It's very straightforward. Oh, and I'm going to hold my breath for the entire time, and then I'm about to go underwater. So, victory cannon.
Got a blast. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow. Well, here we are, exploring the water. Hello, can we hear the breath? Oh, gosh.
Oh no. Well, I guess while he's under, we might as well get a couple donuts in.
So true.
We got a $5 donation from Underground SR. Thank you, Underground. No message comes with it. We did have one left over from the last run from Tethers. It just says, I must say I'm impressed at how much space almost looks like he knows what he's doing in regards to Mean Bean Machine. Thank you, Tethers, for the $5. And with that, throwing it back to Tempest. Keep holding your breath, man. I believe in you. You got
Oh,
this.
I'm out of there. I'm out of there by now.
Alright, look at that. We've made it. We have oxygen.
And now for objectively the worst gatekeeper of the speedrun. This Wild Waterway log platforming is one of the harsh things about the overall emulated movement of trying to just emulate this game in general, and you can already see why. The way the character tries to do that startup movement, they effectively move themselves closer to where the water just sort of cuts off. Because as you are trying to go from platform to platform, your way forward starts to become less and less safe. You got a waterfall that's trying to pursue you, right? And so this can put you in a constant loop. It's not fun at all, let me just say that right now. And thankfully that wasn't as bad as it could have been. But it did cost me a couple of tokens, so I'm actually going to do a little bit of a donation to the charity because I did waste all 5 of my initial virtual tokens, but all for a good cause, no doubt. But now we have the final level of the game, which is going to be Eggman Tower, and it is the only time we do not have an alliteration.
Eggman's laughing, he's got the master plan.
Yeah, he thinks he's got this in the bag, but we're going to show him. He thinks his final line of defense is going to save his butt, but let me tell you, even having an IQ of 300 can't protect you from a flying squirrel.
Is that the trout that got you at the beginning of the game?
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to answer that another time.
It's chasing you.
It's chasing me as it always does, but we're gonna see those fallen greats one last time, and then we're gonna get to Eggman's room of operations. And we're gonna have one of two possible endings for the game in which time will occur. You don't have to worry about which one you get. Any speedrun that you submit to the leaderboard can have either the good or bad ending, and it'll still be perfectly fine for beat the game as a category. The idea is that once we get to the Chamber of Operations, Eggman is going to activate a self-destruct system, and I've got until I think it's a total of 20 seconds on the in-game timer to get the heck out of Dodge. And if I manage to get through the final exit, that is going to be time on the good ending. If I run out of time on this in-game timer, then that's time on the bad ending. Eggman! Ah, shucks.
Gotta go fast.
Looks like he's gonna indeed chicken out. No traditional boss fight this time. 20 seconds, let's get out of here. Now, because we started a little bit late, I do think I should quickly get shoutouts out of the way. A big shout out to this classic Sonic speedrunning community for starting the speedrun leaderboard of this very awesome game. It's very easy to practice and learn and just do for yourself. Time. And if you would like to get yourself running with this wonderful hidden gem, check out S2's YouTube channel. He's got a full-on tutorial where you can learn the basics and the advanced stuff to get you going with this. It's a really nice time, and even though there's no modern way of playing it that doesn't involve MAME, I still highly recommend it because it's just a great basic Sonic speedrun for anyone. Ori, thank you so much for joining me, though. I know it was a little last minute, but I appreciate the company all the same. And you're just a wonderful hype guy, too.
It was cool. We got to see funny Hedgehog do fast things.
We didn't even play as Sonic today, you know?
No, but Vay got spotlight. That's all that matters. Wish I was a little bit of Vay and sunshine in this community and game news.
But yeah, if you'd like to talk with us runners of this very game, I implore you to join the Classic Sonic Speedrunning Discord server, and we will be happy to answer any questions that we have. I'd like to also give a quick shout out to Spectral Platypus, who is in the chat, one of the world record holders. Currently, S2 is got the world record tied with him. And they are amazing runners. This game can be done in under 15 minutes. And even though I went just a little bit over the estimate, that was only because of the lag that MAME was throwing at me. But we still got through that run with a little bit of scuff. Ah! Splish.
Thank you so much, Tempest.
Thank you so much
Ari, for jumping in on comms. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. It's been an awesome privilege to have you on, and we hope that you will enjoy the rest of the event. Next up, we've got Witherman coming in for Crackdown 2. It ought to be fun, so stay tuned.
Ciao, amici.
Let's go. Thank you for having me, and let's get ready to crack down.